We've made it to the end of when I need to record. Today for me is December 13th, and I believe this video should be going up on the 29th. So, hello from the past in over 2 weeks. Tomorrow's, though, I should be recording today. I believe so, yeah. So, we're finishing chapter 37. We started Joseph's story yesterday about him having dreams and, his family becoming jealous and angry at him, hating him. So today we continue this and we see what his brothers act on. The title is Joseph Sold by His Brothers. So there you go. If you didn't know the story yet, this is what happens after Joseph has the dreams and his brothers start to hate him even more, just because their father favored him. So we start at verse 12. Now his brothers had gone to graze their father's flocks near Shechem, and Israel said to Joseph, "As you know, your brothers are grazing the flocks near Shechem. Come, I am going to send you to them." "Very well," he replied. So he said to him, "Go and see if all is well with your brothers and with the flocks, and bring word back to me." Then he sent him off from the valley of Hebron. When Joseph arrived at Shechem, a man found him wandering around in the fields, and asked him, "What are you looking for?" He replied, "I'm looking for my brothers. Can you tell me where they are grazing their flocks?" "They have moved on from here," the man answered. "I heard them say, 'Let's go to Dothan.'" So Joseph went after his brothers, and found them near Dothan. But they saw him in the distance, and before he reached them, they plotted to kill him. "Here comes that dreamer," they said to each other. "Come now, let's kill him and throw him into one of these cisterns, and say that a ferocious animal devoured him. Then we'll see what comes of his dreams." When Reuben heard this, he tried to rescue him from their hands. "Let's not take his life," he said. "Don't shed any blood. Throw him into this cistern here in the wilderness, but don't lay a hand on him." Reuben said this to rescue him from them and take him back to his father. So when Joseph came to his brothers, they stripped him of his robe, the ornate robe he was wearing, and they took him and threw him into the cistern. The cistern was empty, there was no water in it. As they sat down to eat their meal, they looked up and saw a caravan of Ishmaelites coming from Gilead. Their camels were loaded with spices, balm, and myrrh, and they were on their way to take them down to Egypt. Judah said to his brothers, "What will we gain if we kill our brother and cover up his blood? Come, let's sell him to the Ishmaelites and not lay our hands on him. After all, he is our brother, our own flesh and blood." His brothers agreed. So when the Midianite merchants came by, his brothers pulled Joseph up out of the cistern and sold him for 20 shekels of silver to the Ishmaelites, who took him to Egypt. When Reuben returned to the cistern and saw that Joseph was not there, he tore his clothes. He went back to his brothers and said, "The boy isn't there. Where can I turn now?" Then they got Joseph's robe, slaughtered a goat, and dipped the robe in the blood. They took the ornate robe back to their father and said, "We found this. Examine it to see whether it is your son's robe." He recognized it and said, "It is my son's robe. Some ferocious animal has devoured him. Joseph has surely been torn to pieces." Then Jacob tore his clothes, put on sackcloth, and mourned for his son many days. All his sons and daughters came to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted. "No," he said, "I will continue to mourn until I join my son in the grave." So his father wept for him. Meanwhile, the Midianites sold Joseph in Egypt to Potiphar, one of Pharaoh's officials, the captain of the guard. So, a lot of other differences from the movie. In the movie, you don't have Reuben, I believe. I have to rewatch the movie, so forgive me if I'm wrong on any of this. I don't believe that Reuben or any of his brothers really stand up for him, but Reuben was planning to, don't kill him, just throw him into the cistern, and then he was going to go back and get him and take him back to his father later. And then Judah also says, not like he's trying to defend Joseph, but he's saying, well, what are we going to gain if we just kill him, so let's sell him instead. So it wasn't that he was defending his brother, he was just, selling him for profit. At the end, he does say that he is our own flesh and blood, our brother. So they kind of turn around on the whole killing thing, but they still sell it. So, not Brother of the Year awards handing out to them anytime soon. I think that's it for me today. We're coming back from our little family vacation, probably a little bit later in the day, and I'll be doing my recording for tomorrow. Getting close to the new year, getting close to going back to work too. I know that's the bad part that comes after New Year's. But, a new year, new opportunities, new everything, new beginning for a lot of people. And yeah, let's just make the most of it. I'm really looking forward to doing a whole year of this because I don't think I'm going to get through the rest of the Bible in this year. We'll see how it pans out, but we're only on Genesis chapter 38 now, and it's been a month and a half, 2 months almost. So, yeah. But thanks again for watching. Let me know as you guys are still thinking of this, if I need to make any improvements. I have some ideas. I'm working with actually a close friend of, he's actually dad of one of my students. And, he's giving me some ideas because he's better with the whole, YouTube thing. So, look out for those soon. I'll be working on those, hopefully, in the next couple days, weeks, when we get back into the swing of work and school and all of that. So, yeah. Everybody have a good day, and I'll see you again tomorrow morning.